Now, for 145 years, crowds have come to wonder at the Illuminations in Blackpool. Tonight, it's the annual Switch On with the honour falling to Spice Girl Mel B.
Now, ahead of the big day, Jane McCubbin has visited the town to find out just what keeps bringing people back.
Behold the bright lights of Blackpool. You know the long nights are heading in when this lot is switched on.
Are we ready?
But the very first to see the spectacle are always the cyclists.
Get pedaling!
They come every year for a sneaky peek because they love it. Even if they don't know why.
It's a wait for BBC breakfast!
Lots of people get involved and dressed up. I'm sure you'll see a few tonight.
What do you think is the appeal of the Illuminations after all these years?
I don't know. I don't know. The novelty's not wearing off, is it?
The Bajaj family have come a long way to be equally intrigued.
What do you make of Blackpool?
What do you make of Blackpool?
Speechless.
I loved it. You can say Chamchamati Gully. It's like a shining, sparkling street.
I like that.
He only comes out once a year. Bring him to Blackpool, he loves it. They called it artificial sunshine originally, and so it just attracted people and they've been coming ever since.
Does it give you that kind of vitamin D dose that's good for the soul?
It certainly does.
It all began when Blackpool Council funded 8 street lamps at a time when candles still lit most homes. And it grew.
Famous Lancashire resort brings out its night lights from the tower.
And grew. And grew. Today, it's 6 miles long, attracts around 3 million visitors and is at times thoroughly modern. This is Odyssey. A 60 laser light show inspired, the artist says, by thoughts of space and idiosyncratic organisms.
Do we care about the art? Do we care about what they mean? Or do we just like the showbiz?
Like the lights.
They just like the lights.
Let me introduce the Grimshaw family. Oh, resplendent!
Got to be honest, it's a joyous occasion, isn't it?
Let's just ponder. Let's just take in the majesty of this year's Lawrence Llewellyn-Bowen contribution to the Illuminations.
Mike here is one of the team that makes the magic happen, including Disco Donkey Cavalcade, a quintessentially Blackpool vision, beautifully brought to life with the help of Mike's engineering degree.
Did you imagine that that degree would bring you to this point?
No.
With disco donkeys?
With disco donkeys. Lost my way in life.
How long have you done it, Mike?
10 years.
Really?
10 years. Yeah, and it's still magic. It gets crazier every year. Crazier and crazier. Whatever comes out of somebody's head when they're having a gin, I don't get that effect, but...
It is the humour, the silliness, the sparkle that appeals.
Took me 2 days to sew these lights on. This is Chewbacca. I got fed up, so I pinned them on.
These are top tips for people wanting to do it next year.
Safety pins.
None of this needs to make any sense, but it's still making people smile. After 145 years. Jane McCubbin, BBC News.